Europe is bursting with architectural and engineering feats that have stood the test of time and amazed generations. From the ancient grandeur of the Coliseum to the modern marvel of the Eiffel Tower, we'll be soaring above iconic landmarks, delving into their fascinating histories and uncovering the stories behind the stones. Think you've seen it all? Think again. We'll be venturing beyond the usual suspects. Showcasing hidden gems like the Palace of Versailles, with its opulent halls and sprawling gardens. Or the Sagrada Familia, a basilica that's been under construction for over a century. But this journey isn't just about sightseeing. We'll be exploring the cultural significance of these wonders, how they reflect the ingenuity and spirit of different eras, and the impact they've had on the world. Stonehenge, England. Stonehenge is a prehistoric monument on Salisbury Plain in Wiltshire, England, about 2 miles west of Amesbury. It is one of the most famous landmarks in the world and has been a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1986. Stonehenge is believed to have been built in several stages, beginning around 5,000 years ago. The most recent stage of construction, which is the one that we see today, was completed around 2500 BC. The exact purpose of Stonehenge is unknown, but it is thought to have been used for religious or ceremonial purposes. The monument consists of a ring of large stones, known as sarsennes, which are surrounded by a ditch and an outer bank. The sarsennes are each around 13 feet tall and weigh around 25 tons. Some of the stones have carvings on them, but the meaning of these carvings is unknown. Stonehenge is one of the most popular tourist attractions in the United Kingdom. It is open to the public year-round, and there are a number of different ways to visit the site. Visitors can walk around the outside of the stones, or they can take a guided tour that takes them inside the monument. The Acropolis, Athens, Greece. The Acropolis of Athens is an ancient citadel located on a rocky outcrop above the city of Athens, Greece. It is one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Acropolis was inhabited as early as the Neolithic period, but it was during the 5th century BC, during the Golden Age of Athens, that it became the center of Athenian cultural and religious life. The most famous building on the Acropolis is the Parthenon, a temple dedicated to the goddess Athena. The Parthenon was built between 447 and 438 BC and is considered one of the finest examples of Doric architecture. Other important buildings on the Acropolis include the Erechtheion, a temple dedicated to Athena and Poseidon, the Temple of Athena Nike, a small temple dedicated to the goddess of victory, and the Propylaea, the monumental gateway to the Acropolis. The Acropolis was severely damaged during the Persian Wars in the 5th century BC, and again during the Ottoman occupation of Greece in the 19th century. However, it has been extensively restored in recent years and remains a popular tourist destination. The Acropolis is a symbol of Athenian democracy and culture. It is a reminder of the achievements of ancient Greece and a testament to the enduring power of art and architecture. St Michelle Normandy. St Michelle, this awe-inspiring tidal island off the coast of Normandy, France, is truly a sight to behold. It's no wonder it's nicknamed the Wonder of the West and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Imagine a majestic granite islet crowned by a Benedictine abbey, rising dramatically from the vast Normandy plain. Twice a day, the powerful tides transform the surrounding area into a breathtaking watery expanse, making Mont Saint Michel appear to float on the sea. The abbey on top of the island dates back to the 8th century and has been a place of pilgrimage for centuries. Its intricate Romanesque and Gothic architecture is a testament to the skill and devotion of medieval builders. Witnessing the tide come in and engulf the causeway that connects the island to the mainland is a truly mesmerizing experience. It's like watching a castle rise from the sea. The Alhambra, Granada. The Alhambra, a dazzling palace and fortress complex perched atop Granada, Spain, is a masterpiece of Islamic and Moorish architecture. Its name, Alhambra, translates to the Red One, possibly referring to the reddish hue of the surrounding walls. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is a majestic testament to the artistry and ingenuity of the Nasrid dynasty, who ruled Granada from the 13th to the 15th century. These interconnected palaces, including the intricately decorated Court of the Myrtles and the awe-inspiring Hall of the Abencerrages, offer a glimpse into the opulent and refined life of the Nasrid sultans. This Renaissance-style palace, built by the Holy Roman Emperor Charles V in the 16th century, contrasts beautifully with the Nasrid architecture. Its circular courtyard, inspired by the Roman Coliseum, is a sight to behold. This former summer palace of the Nasrid emirs boasts serene gardens, sparkling fountains, and pavilions overlooking the Alhambra and Granada. The court of the Achiquia, with its reflecting pool and lush greenery, is a haven of peace and tranquility. This fortified citadel, the oldest part of the Alhambra, offers stunning panoramic views of the city and surrounding mountains. Its imposing towers and ramparts showcase the defensive capabilities of the complex. The Coliseum Rome, Italy. The Coliseum, this majestic elliptical amphitheater in the heart of Rome, Italy, is a symbol of ancient Roman power and engineering prowess. Its towering stone structure, rising 4 stories above the ground, has captivated visitors for centuries. Built between 70 and 80 AD by the Flavian emperors, the Colosseum was primarily used for gladiatorial combats, public executions, and animal hunts. It could seat up to 50,000 spectators, offering them a dramatic and often gruesome view of the events below. The Colosseum's elliptical shape and tiered seating system ensured optimal viewing for all spectators. Its intricate network of arches and vaults provided structural stability and allowed for efficient crowd movement. The ingenious use of concrete, a relatively new building material at the time, contributed to the amphitheater's enduring strength, while gladiatorial games may be the first image that comes to mind. The Colosseum also served as a venue for other spectacles like mock naval battles, theatrical performances, and religious ceremonies. It was a true multi-purpose entertainment complex for the Roman public. Despite earthquakes, fires, and looting throughout its history, the Colosseum has stood the test of time. It serves as a powerful reminder of the grandeur of the Roman Empire and a testament to the enduring legacy of ancient architecture. The Eiffel Tower, France. The Eiffel Tower, affectionately nicknamed the Iron Lady, is a wrought iron lattice tower on the Champ de Mars in Paris, France. It's not just any tower, it's a global icon, synonymous with romance, elegance, and engineering brilliance. Built between 1887 and 1889 by renowned engineer Gustave Eiffel, the tower was initially met with criticism for its unconventional design. Some even called it an eyesore. However, it quickly grew to become a beloved symbol of Paris and France. Its construction, a remarkable feat of engineering at the time, used 7,300 tons of wrought iron and 2.5 million rivets. At 324 meters, the Eiffel Tower was the tallest structure in the world, until the completion of the Chrysler Building in New York City in 1930. Even today, it remains the tallest structure in France. Its 3 levels offer stunning panoramic views of the City of Lights. The first level, at 57 meters, has cafes and souvenir shops. The second level, at 115 meters, boasts restaurants and a 360-degree observation deck. And for the truly adventurous, the top level, at 276 meters, provides breathtaking views from the highest observation deck accessible to the public in the European Union. Big Ben, London, England. Big Ben isn't actually the name of the entire tower, but rather the nickname of the famous bell it houses. The tower itself is officially called the Elizabeth Tower, a name it received in 2012 to mark Queen Elizabeth's Diamond Jubilee II, but we all know it best as Big Ben. This iconic landmark stands tall at the north end of the Palace of Westminster, the seat of the UK Parliament, in London, England. Its neo-Gothic design, with its soaring clock tower and 4 clock faces, is instantly recognizable and a beloved symbol of London. Big Ben, the bell itself, is a marvel of engineering. Weighing in at a whopping 13 tons, it's the largest bell in the UK and one of the heaviest chiming bells in the world. Its deep, resonant bong rings out every 15 minutes, marking the time for London and beyond. The clock faces of Big Ben are no less impressive. Each one is 23 feet in diameter, with hands made of copper and glass. The minute hand alone weighs 220 pounds. The intricate mechanism behind the clock ensures incredible accuracy, making Big Ben one of the most reliable clocks in the world. Big Ben was completed in 1859 and has been keeping time for Londoners ever since. It has stood through wars, bombings, and even fires, always a beacon of stability and resilience. It's no wonder it's become such a beloved symbol of the city and the nation. While Big Ben is undergoing renovations until 2027, you can still admire its grandeur from afar. Westminster Bridge offers a stunning view of the tower, and you can even take a boat trip on the River Thames for a unique perspective. The Leaning Tower of Pisa, Italy. The Leaning Tower of Pisa. This gravity-defying wonder in Pisa, Italy, is one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world, and for good reason. Its tilt, a result of unstable foundations, has made it a symbol of resilience and a quirky architectural anomaly. Construction began in 1173, but even as early as the 3rd floor, the tilt became evident. The soft, sandy soil beneath the tower simply couldn't support its weight. Despite several attempts to rectify the lean throughout history, the tower continued to tilt, reaching a maximum angle of 5.5 degrees in 1990. Extensive stabilization efforts between 1993 and 2001 successfully reduced the tilt to a more manageable 3.9 degrees, ensuring the tower's future for generations to come. While the tilt is undoubtedly the star attraction, the Leaning Tower of Pisa is also a beautiful piece of Romanesque architecture. Its white marble exterior is adorned with intricate carvings and arches, showcasing the skill of medieval artisans. Inside, a spiral staircase leads to the bell chamber, offering stunning views of Pisa and the surrounding countryside. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is a testament to human ingenuity and perseverance. Despite its flaws, the tower has stood for over 800 years, a symbol of our ability to overcome challenges and create lasting beauty. La Sagrada Familia, Barcelona, Spain. La Sagrada Familia, or the Holy Family, is a Roman Catholic church in Barcelona, Spain, designed by Antoni Gaudí. Construction began in 1882 and is still ongoing, making it one of the most famous unfinished buildings in the world. The church is a masterpiece of Catalan modernism, a style of architecture that emerged in Catalonia, Spain, in the late 19th century. Gaudi's design is characterized by its organic forms, intricate ornamentation, and use of natural materials. The church is divided into 3 facades, each of which represents a different aspect of the life of Jesus Christ. The Nativity facade on the east side depicts the birth of Jesus. The Passion facade on the west side depicts the suffering and death of Jesus. The Glory facade on the south side depicts the ascension of Jesus into heaven. The church's interior is equally as impressive as its exterior. The nave is lined with towering columns that resemble trees, and the ceiling is covered with intricate mosaics. The church is also home to a number of stained glass windows that depict scenes from the Bible. La Sagrada Familia is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most popular tourist attractions in Barcelona. It is a must-see for anyone interested in architecture, art, or religion. The Arc de Triomphe, Paris, France. The Arc de Triomphe is a triumphal arch located at the western end of the Champs-Élysées in Paris, France. It is one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world and a symbol of French nationalism. The arch was commissioned by Napoleon Bonaparte in 1806 to commemorate his victories in the Napoleonic Wars. It was designed by Jean Chalgrin and took 30 years to complete. The arch is 50 meters tall and 45 meters wide. It is decorated with sculptures and reliefs that depict scenes from French history. The Arc de Triomphe is a popular tourist destination and a frequent site for military parades and other ceremonial events. It is also a popular place to watch the annual Bastille Day fireworks display. The Brandenburg Gate, Berlin, Germany. The Brandenburg Gate. It's not just any gate. It's a symbol of history, resilience, and unity in Berlin, Germany. Its imposing presence at the end of Unter den Linden, a boulevard lined with linden trees, makes it a must-see for any visitor to the city. Built in 1791 by King Frederick William II, the gate was inspired by the Propylaea, the gateway to the Athenian Acropolis. Originally, it served as a symbol of peace and the end of the Napoleonic Wars. However, its significance has shifted throughout history. It was used by Nazi forces during World War II, becoming a symbol of oppression. Later, during the Cold War, it stood divided by the Berlin Wall, a stark reminder of the city's division. Finally, in 1989, with the fall of the Berlin Wall, the Brandenburg Gate became a symbol of reunification and hope for a united Germany. The gate is constructed from sandstone and adorned with 6 Doric columns on each side. Atop the gate stands a quadriga, a statue of a chariot drawn by 4 horses. This statue has been a source of contention throughout history, having been stolen by Napoleon and later returned. The Palace of Westminster, England. The Palace of Westminster, also known as the Houses of Parliament. This majestic Gothic revival masterpiece on the banks of the River Thames in London is not just a building, it's the heart of British democracy. Its iconic silhouette, dominated by the soaring Big Ben clock tower, has been a symbol of power and tradition for centuries. The Palace of Westminster boasts a rich and fascinating history dating back to the 11th century. Originally a royal palace, it was largely destroyed by fire in 1834. The current building, designed by Charles Barry and Augustus Pugin, was completed in 1870. Over the years, the palace has witnessed some of the most defining moments in British history. From the signing of the Magna Carta in 1215 to the speeches of Winston Churchill during World War II, its walls have echoed with the voices of history. The Palace of Westminster houses the two chambers of the UK Parliament, the House of Commons, where elected MPs debate and vote on legislation, and the House of Lords, where appointed peers scrutinize and revise laws. The iconic chamber of the House of Commons, with its green benches and red dispatch box, is where the Prime Minister faces the opposition and where the fate of the nation is often decided. The Louvre Museum, France. The Louvre Museum, located in Paris, France, is one of the most famous and largest museums in the world. It is housed in the Louvre Palace, which was originally built in the late 12th to 13th century as a royal fortress. The museum was opened to the public in 1793, and it has since become a popular tourist destination, attracting millions of visitors each year. The Louvre's collection is vast and varied, with over 350,000 objects on display. These objects cover a wide range of periods and cultures, from ancient Mesopotamia to modern art. Some of the museum's most famous works include the Mona Lisa, Venus de Milo, Winged Victory of Samothrace, and Liberty Leading the People. The Louvre is a truly awe-inspiring place, and it is no wonder that it is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the world. If you are ever in Paris, I highly recommend visiting the Louvre. Buckingham Palace, England. Buckingham Palace, the iconic landmark of London and the official residence of the British monarch. Originally built in 1703 as a private residence for the Duke of Buckingham, it became known as the Queen's House when acquired by King George III in 1761. Queen Victoria was the first sovereign to make it her primary residence in 1837, solidifying its status as the royal palace. Today, it serves as the administrative headquarters of the monarch, hosting state occasions, royal receptions, and even a working office for the king. Built in a neoclassical style, the palace boasts a grand facade with 775 rooms, including 19 lavish staterooms open to the public during summer. These staterooms are adorned with exquisite paintings, sculptures, and furniture, showcasing the finest British craftsmanship and artistic achievements. The iconic features include the central quadrangle, the East Lawn with the Victoria Memorial, and the famous Changing the Guard ceremony held daily at the forecourt. The Sistine Chapel, Italy. The Sistine Chapel, a masterpiece of Renaissance art and a testament to human creativity. Located within the Vatican Museums, the Sistine Chapel was built between 1473 and 1481 under Pope Sixtus IV, who commissioned its construction. It originally served as a papal chapel for religious ceremonies and later became the venue for the papal conclave, where a new pope is elected. The chapel's significance lies in its stunning frescoes, particularly those painted by Michelangelo, considered one of the greatest artistic achievements of all time. Michelangelo's frescoes adorn both the ceiling and the altar wall, depicting various biblical scenes and figures. The ceiling features 9 central panels showcasing the creation of Adam, the fall of man, and various prophets and sibyls. The altar wall boasts the Last Judgment, a monumental fresco depicting the final judgment of humanity by Christ. Other notable frescoes include scenes from the lives of Moses and Christ, painted by renowned Renaissance artists like Botticelli, Perugino, and Ghirlandaio. The Trevi Fountain, Italy. The Trevi Fountain, a masterpiece of Baroque architecture and a symbol of Roman grandeur. Located in the heart of Rome, the Trevi Fountain was built between 1732 and 1762 by architect Nicola Salvi. Its construction was commissioned by Pope Clement IX and took nearly 30 years to complete. The fountain's design is inspired by the triumphal arches of ancient Rome, featuring a central niche with a statue of Oceanus, the Roman god of the sea, driving a chariot pulled by seahorses. Surrounding Oceanus are statues of abundance and health, symbolizing the prosperity and well-being brought by water. The entire fountain is adorned with intricate carvings, sculptures, and shells, creating a visually stunning spectacle. Perhaps the most famous tradition associated with the Trevi Fountain is throwing a coin into its waters. Legend says that doing so guarantees your return to Rome. Over 3,000 euros are thrown into the fountain daily, which are collected and donated to charity. The tradition has been featured in countless films, including La Dolce Vita and Roman Holiday, adding to the fountain's mystique. Notre Dame, France. Notre Dame Cathedral, also known as Notre Dame de Paris, is a medieval Catholic cathedral on the Île de la Cité in Paris, France. It is one of the most famous and recognizable landmarks in the world. Construction of Notre Dame began in 1163 and took over 200 years to complete. The cathedral was built in the Gothic style, which is characterized by its pointed arches, ribbed vaults, and flying buttresses. Notre Dame is considered to be one of the finest examples of Gothic architecture in the world. Notre Dame is a massive structure measuring 128 meters long and 48 meters wide. The cathedral's exterior is adorned with gargoyles, statues, and other decorative elements. The interior is equally impressive, with its soaring nave, stained glass windows, and intricate sculptures. Notre Dame is the cathedral of the Archdiocese of Paris. It is a popular pilgrimage destination for Catholics from all over the world. The cathedral has also been the site of many important historical events, including the coronation of Napoleon Bonaparte in 1804. On April 15, 2019, a fire broke out in Notre Dame, causing extensive damage to the cathedral. The fire destroyed the roof, the spire, and much of the interior. However, the cathedral's walls and main structure were saved. Restoration of Notre Dame began in 2020 and is expected to take several years to complete. The restoration effort is being funded by donations from around the world. Cathedral of Santa Maria del Fiore, Italy. The Duomo of Florence, officially known as the Cathedral of Santa Maria del Fiore. It's a true masterpiece of Italian Gothic architecture and a must-see for any visitor to Florence. Construction began in 1296 and took over 140 years to complete, with the dome engineered by the legendary Filippo Brunelleschi. Dedicated to the Virgin Mary, the name Santa Maria del Fiore translates to Our Lady of the Flower, a reference to the city's emblem, the Florentine lily. It served as the main cathedral of Florence and played a crucial role in the city's religious and cultural life. The Duomo boasts a stunning pink and green marble facade, adorned with intricate sculptures and mosaics. The colossal dome, Brunelleschi's masterpiece, is the largest brick dome ever built and dominates the Florentine skyline. The interior is equally impressive, with its soaring nave, stained glass windows, and Brunelleschi's innovative lantern at the top of the dome. Chapels and tombs of famous figures, like Michelangelo and Donatello, add to the cathedral's artistic and historical significance. The Pantheon, Italy. The Pantheon is a magnificent architectural marvel in Rome, Italy. It's a former Roman temple, now a Catholic church dedicated to Santa Maria ad Martires, Saint Mary and the Martyrs, and has stood as a testament to human ingenuity and artistic expression for over 2 millennia. The first Pantheon was built by Marcus Agrippa, son-in-law of the Roman Emperor Augustus, in 27 BC. However, it was destroyed by fire in 80 AD. The current Pantheon we see today was commissioned by Emperor Hadrian around 118 AD and completed in 125 AD. The Pantheon's most striking feature is its massive concrete dome, the largest unreinforced concrete dome in the world. Its diameter and height are both 43 meters, creating a perfect sphere of harmonious proportions. The dome rests on a cylindrical brick-faced rotunda with a portico of 16 granite Corinthian columns at the front. The interior is bathed in natural light streaming through the oculus, a circular opening at the apex of the dome. This creates a dramatic and ethereal atmosphere within the church. Schönbrunn Palace, Austria. Schönbrunn Palace, it's another architectural gem, this time in Vienna, Austria. Just like the Pantheon, it boasts a rich history and captivating beauty. Shonbrun's name translates to beautiful spring, reflecting its origins as a hunting ground graced by a natural spring. Construction began in the 17th century under Emperor Leopold the Roman, but it was Empress Maria Theresa who transformed it into the opulent summer residence we see today. The palace boasts stunning Baroque architecture with influences of Rococo and Neoclassicism. Its 1,441 rooms are adorned with intricate stucco work, gold leaf, and crystal chandeliers. Each room tells a story, from the grand state apartments where emperors hosted lavish receptions to the more intimate chambers where Marie Antoinette and Franz Joseph lived. Schönbrunns magnificence extends beyond the palace itself. The vast gardens, spread over 640 hectares, are a masterpiece of landscape design. Lush green lawns, manicured hedges, and vibrant flower beds create a picturesque setting for strolling, picnicking, or exploring the numerous fountains, statues, and follies. The Gloriette, a hilltop pavilion overlooking the gardens, offers breathtaking panoramic views of Vienna. Peterhof Palace, Russia. The magnificent Peterhof Palace, often dubbed the Russian Versailles, it's a stunning testament to Peter the Great's vision and ambition. Founded in 1709 by Peter the Great, Peterhof was initially envisioned as a modest country estate. However, after visiting Versailles in 1717, Peter's vision blossomed into a grand imperial palace complex rivaling its French counterpart. The Grand Palace, the centerpiece of Peterhof, is a Baroque marvel designed by Domenico Trezzini and expanded by Bartolomeo Rastrelli. Its gilded facade, intricate carvings, and sprawling interior adorned with art and treasures speak to the opulence of the Russian Tsars. But Peterhof is not just about palaces. It's most renowned for its breathtaking system of fountains. Boasting over 140 cascades, sculptures, and jets of water. The Grand Cascade, a majestic waterfall cascading down the terraces towards the Gulf of Finland, is the crown jewel. Other notable fountains include the playful Samson and the Lion, the intricate Neptune fountain, and the whimsical chessboard cascade. These fountains are not just visual spectacles, they're a feat of engineering. Powered by a complex network of canals and reservoirs, they operate without a single pump, relying solely on gravity and natural pressure. Jerónimos Monastery, Portugal. The Jerónimos Monastery, also known as the Hieronymites Monastery, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site located in the Belém district of Lisbon, Portugal. It is one of the most important examples of Portuguese Gothic architecture, and is considered to be one of the most beautiful buildings in the country. The monastery was commissioned by King Manuel I in 1501 to commemorate the return of Vasco da Gama from his voyage to India. The construction was completed in the 16th century, and the monastery became the burial place of many Portuguese monarchs and other important figures, including Vasco da Gama, Luís de Camões, and Fernando Pessoa. The monastery is characterized by its ornate Gothic architecture, which features elaborate carvings, sculptures, and decorative details. The most striking feature of the monastery is its cloister, which is lined with two-story arches and is decorated with intricate carvings of maritime motifs. The monastery also features a large church, a library, and a museum. Iandonan Castle, Scotland. Situated on a tiny island where three lochs meet in the Scottish Highlands, Iandonan is a sight to behold. The dramatic scenery, with rugged mountains and sparkling water, creates a postcard-perfect backdrop for the castle. The castle's history stretches back to the 13th century, with its roots in the Clan Mackenzie and MacRae. It has witnessed pivotal moments in Scottish history, including the Jacobite rebellions. Unfortunately, it was destroyed in 1719, but was meticulously reconstructed in the 20th century, restoring its former glory. The castle boasts a classic Scottish baronial style, with towering walls, turrets, and a charming bridge connecting the island to the mainland. Stepping inside, you'll find grand halls, intricate carvings, and exhibits that tell the story of the castle and its occupants. Guggenheim Museum, Bilbao, Spain. The Guggenheim Museum Bilbao in Spain is a truly remarkable architectural spectacle and a cornerstone of the city's cultural scene. Designed by the renowned Canadian-American architect Frank Gehry, the museum's titanium-clad exterior is a symphony of curved, undulating forms that shimmer in the sunlight like fish scales. This deconstructivist masterpiece breaks away from traditional museum architecture, challenging expectations and sparking conversations. The building's daring design seamlessly integrates with its surroundings, overlooking the Nervion River and blending into the urban landscape. Inside, the museum houses a dynamic collection of modern and contemporary art featuring prominent Spanish and international artists. From abstract paintings and sculptures to immersive installations and video art, the museum offers a diverse and stimulating experience for art enthusiasts. Temporary exhibitions add to the dynamism, showcasing a range of artistic expressions and keeping the museum fresh and engaging. Royal Palace of Stockholm, Sweden. The Royal Palace of Stockholm, also known as Kungliga Slottet, is a magnificent Baroque palace situated on the islet of Stadsholmen in the heart of the Swedish capital. It's not just a residence for the Swedish king and queen, but also a historical treasure trove, a cultural hub, and a symbol of Swedish national pride. Construction began in 1697 under King Carl XI and was completed in 1754 by Queen Lovisa Ulrika. It replaced the Tre Kronor Palace, which burned down in 1697. The palace served as the official residence of the Swedish monarch until 1981, and the royal court and offices of the king still reside there today. It's been witness to centuries of significant events, from coronations and royal weddings to state visits and historical gatherings. Designed by the architect Nicodemus Tessin the Younger, the palace boasts a breathtaking Baroque style. Its grand facade, adorned with intricate sculptures and columns, exudes an air of elegance and power. The palace has over 600 rooms spread across 11 floors, with lavishly decorated state apartments facing the city and cozy living quarters overlooking the inner courtyard. The Hall of State, the Council Chamber, and the Bernadotte Apartments are just a few of the stunning rooms that showcase the palace's artistic and historical treasures. Vigeland Park, Norway. Vigeland Park, also known as the Vigeland Sculpture Park, is a breathtaking open-air museum in Oslo, Norway. Showcasing the life's work of renowned sculptor Gustav Vigeland. It's not just a park, it's an immersive experience that transports you into a world of human emotion and artistic expression. The park boasts over 200 sculptures, all meticulously crafted from bronze, granite, and cast iron. These sculptures depict a wide range of human emotions, from joy and love to despair and anger, offering a captivating exploration of the human condition. Some of the most iconic sculptures include the monolith, a towering 39-foot granite pillar symbolizing the struggle of humanity, the Wheel of Life, a dynamic representation of the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, and the Angry Boy, a poignant sculpture capturing the frustration and rebellion of youth. Vigeland Park seamlessly integrates its sculptures with the natural beauty of its surroundings. Lush green lawns, winding paths, and serene ponds create a tranquil setting that enhances the impact of the art. The park is divided into 5 main areas, each with its own distinct theme and atmosphere. The main gate welcomes visitors with its imposing wrought iron gates and decorative reliefs, while the playground features playful sculptures that encourage children to explore and interact. The Fountain Group is a mesmerizing ensemble of water sculptures depicting various stages of human life, while the Rose Garden offers a vibrant contrast with its abundance of colorful blooms. Meteora, Greece. Meteora is a UNESCO World Heritage Site located in the north-central part of Greece, about 300 kilometers northwest of Athens. It is a group of towering sandstone rock pillars that rise up to 600 meters above the surrounding plain. On top of these pillars, there are 6 monasteries that were built in the 14th and 15th centuries by Eastern Orthodox monks. Meteora is a truly awe-inspiring sight. The towering rock pillars seem to defy gravity, and the monasteries perched on top of them are a testament to the faith and determination of the monks who built them. The monasteries are also home to some of the most beautiful Byzantine art and architecture in Greece. The history of Meteora dates back to the 11th century, when hermit monks began to live in the caves and crevices of the rock pillars. In the 14th century, these monks began to build monasteries on top of the pillars, seeking isolation and protection from the Turks. The monasteries were built using ropes and ladders, and the monks had to haul all of the materials up the steep cliffs. The monasteries at Meteora played an important role in the Orthodox Church. They were centers of learning and spirituality, and they attracted pilgrims from all over the world. The monasteries were also important strongholds against the Turks, and they played a role in the Greek War of Independence in the 19th century. Diocletian's Palace, Croatia. Diocletian's Palace. It's a fascinating piece of history that stands as a testament to the power and grandeur of the Roman Empire. Built between 295 and 305 AD by the Roman Emperor Diocletian, the palace served as his retirement residence. However, its scale and complexity suggest it was intended to be more than just a personal haven. The palace is massive, covering an area of about 7 acres. It features fortified walls, 4 grand gates, and a well-preserved internal structure. Over time, the palace walls became the foundation for the city of Split, Croatia. Today, the palace complex seamlessly integrates with the city's fabric, with many of its buildings still in use as shops, restaurants, and even homes. Diocletian's Palace showcases a unique blend of Roman and early Byzantine architecture. The palace walls are built with sturdy brick and stone, while the interior boasts intricate marble columns and mosaics. The palace is divided into 4 sections, each with its own courtyard and living quarters. The northern and southern sections house Diocletian's private apartments and administrative buildings, while the eastern and western sections were for his military guards. Notable architectural features include the monumental peristyle, courtyard with its colonnade, the impressive Diocletian's Gate, now the Golden Gate, and the ancient mausoleum that has been transformed into the Cathedral of St. Domnius. Neuschwanstein Castle, Germany. Neuschwanstein Castle. It's a fairy tale masterpiece, perched on a rugged Bavarian hill, a symbol of romanticism and a true wonder of architecture. Built between 1869 and 1886, Neuschwanstein was commissioned by King Ludwig II of Bavaria. It wasn't intended as a traditional royal residence, but as a private retreat, a sanctuary where he could immerse himself in art, music, and Wagnerian operas. The castle's design reflects Ludwig's fascination with medieval legends, Wagnerian myths, and Romanticism. He collaborated closely with the architect Christian Jank and the set designer Leo von Klenze to create a fantastical vision. Neuschwanstein's exterior is a breathtaking blend of Romanesque and Gothic styles. Its white walls, adorned with colorful turrets, spires, and balconies, seem to rise organically from the mountainside. Inside, the castle is a treasure trove of artistic craftsmanship. Richly decorated rooms with intricate murals, stained glass windows, and gilded woodwork tell stories from Wagner's operas and medieval legends. The throne room, with its mosaic floor and Byzantine-inspired ceiling, is a particularly stunning example of the castle's opulent interiors. Grand Place, Belgium. The Grand Place of Brussels. It's truly a jewel of Flemish Baroque architecture and a vibrant heart of the Belgian capital. The Grand Place, also known as Grote Markt in Dutch, is surrounded by opulent guild halls, each showcasing a unique architectural style and intricate detailing. These guild halls were once the headquarters of powerful trade associations, reflecting the city's prosperous past. The centerpiece of the square is the majestic Town Hall, a masterpiece of Gothic and Renaissance styles. Its towering facade boasts intricate sculptures, ornate balconies, and a golden statue of Michael the Archangel atop the spire. The cobblestone square itself is often adorned with vibrant flower carpets, particularly during the famous Flower Carpet Festival held every 2 years. These colorful displays transform the square into a breathtaking work of living art. The Grand Place isn't just a beautiful backdrop, it's a bustling hub of activity. Cafes and restaurants line the perimeter, offering delicious Belgian fare and lively people-watching opportunities. Street performers entertain the crowds with music, magic shows, and puppetry, adding to the square's vibrant atmosphere. Christmas markets and other festive events take over the square throughout the year, transforming it into a magical wonderland. Buda Castle, Hungary. Buda Castle. It's a majestic crown atop Budapest, Hungary, boasting a rich history and breathtaking views. Buda Castle, also known as the Royal Palace, has witnessed centuries of grandeur and turmoil. First completed in 1265, it served as the seat of Hungarian kings and monarchs for centuries. Sadly, the castle suffered significant damage during various wars and the 1944 Siege of Budapest. However, meticulous restoration efforts brought it back to its former glory, making it a symbol of resilience and Hungarian heritage. The castle complex showcases a captivating blend of architectural styles. The Baroque palace, with its grand halls and intricate ornamentation, stands as a testament to the opulence of the Habsburg era. Gothic elements are present in the Matthias Church, a beautiful example of late Gothic architecture with stained glass windows and intricate carvings. The Fisherman's Bastion, with its fairy tale-like towers and arches, offers panoramic views of the Danube River and the city. Buda Castle is more than just a beautiful backdrop. The Hungarian National Gallery within the palace houses an impressive collection of Hungarian art, from medieval masterpieces to modern works. The Budapest History Museum offers a fascinating journey through the city's past, from Roman times to the present day. The labyrinth beneath the castle hill provides a unique glimpse into the city's hidden underground world. Tower Bridge, London. Tower Bridge. It's an iconic landmark in London, a symbol of British engineering and history. Tower Bridge is a combined bascule and suspension bridge, meaning it can open up to allow tall ships to pass through the River Thames. This unique design combines the strength and stability of suspension bridges with the flexibility of bascule bridges. Its Victorian Gothic architecture is a sight to behold. The two towers, clad in granite, stand tall and proud, adorned with intricate decorations and gargoyles. The high-level walkways offer stunning panoramic views of the city. Built between 1886 and 1894, Tower Bridge was a marvel of engineering for its time. It used hydraulics to raise and lower the bascules, a complex system that still functions today. The bridge was designed by Horace Jones and engineered by John Wolfe Barry, who overcame significant challenges to create a structure that was both functional and visually stunning. Amalienborg Palace, Denmark. Amalienborg Palace. This stunning complex isn't just a royal residence, It's a vibrant hub of Danish history and culture right in the heart of Copenhagen. Unlike a typical single palace, Amalienborg consists of 4 identical neoclassical mansions arranged around an octagonal courtyard. Each palace housed a noble family originally, but when Christiansborg Palace burned down in 1794, the royals moved in, making Amalienborg their official residence. Each palace has its own distinct name and history. Christian VII's palace with its ornate interiors, Frederick VIII Palace with its connection to the current royal family, Christian IX Palace where Queen Margrethe resides, and Christian VIII Palace housing the Amalienborg Museum and guest quarters. Amalienborg isn't just for royalty, it's a place for everyone. The changing of the guard ceremony at noon daily is a spectacular display of military precision and tradition, drawing crowds from all corners of the globe. The Amalienborg Museum, housed in Christian VIII's palace, offers a glimpse into the lives of Danish monarchs, showcasing the royal apartments, the opulent gala hall, and fascinating exhibitions. Belém Tower, Portugal. The Belém Tower is a UNESCO World Heritage Site located in Lisbon, Portugal. It is a stunning example of Portuguese Manueline architecture, a style that combines Gothic, Renaissance, and Moorish influences. The tower was built between 1514 and 1520 by the architect Francisco de Arruda. It was commissioned by King Manuel I to commemorate the Portuguese discoveries of the 15th and 16th centuries. The tower is a 4-story structure with a rectangular base. The exterior is decorated with elaborate carvings, including armillary spheres, crosses of the Order of Christ, and twisted rope. The tower also features a number of turrets and balconies, which offer stunning views of the Tagus River and the city of Lisbon. The tower has played an important role in Portuguese history. It was used as a lighthouse, a customs house, and a prison. It was also a popular destination for Portuguese explorers before they set off on their voyages of discovery. Today, the Belém Tower is one of Lisbon's most popular tourist attractions. It is a must-see for anyone interested in Portuguese history and culture. St. Basil's Cathedral, Russia. St. Basil's Cathedral, this iconic landmark, also known as the Cathedral of the Intercession of the Virgin by the Moat or Pokrovsky Cathedral, is a dazzling masterpiece of Russian architecture and a symbol of Moscow itself. Built from 1555 to 1561 on the orders of Ivan the Terrible, the cathedral is a kaleidoscope of vibrant colors, intricate patterns, and whimsical shapes. Nine bulbous domes, each unique in design and adorned with dazzling hues, crown the central church and 8 surrounding chapels. The lack of symmetry adds to the cathedral's mesmerizing charm. Each facade boasts its own unique personality, with intricate brickwork, decorative tiles, and playful details like onion domes and twisted chimneys. The cathedral's interior is a treasure trove of religious art and history. Murals depicting biblical scenes adorn the walls, and gilded iconostases, screens separating the sanctuary from the nave, shimmer with intricate religious icons. Each of the 9 chapels within the cathedral has its own story. The central church, dedicated to the intercession of the Virgin, is the largest and most ornate. The other chapels are dedicated to various saints and events, each with its own unique architectural features and decorations. Vasa Museum, Stockholm. The Vasa Museum, this renowned museum in Stockholm, houses a truly unique treasure. The Vasa, a 17th century Swedish warship that famously sank on its maiden voyage just minutes after leaving the harbor. Recovered and preserved after centuries underwater, the Vasa is now a national icon and a fascinating window into 17th century shipbuilding and warfare. Built between 1626 and 1628 under the reign of King Gustav II Adolf, the Vasa was a formidable warship designed to dominate the seas. It was heavily armed with 64 cannons and adorned with lavish carvings and decorations. However, due to design errors and inadequate stability, the Vasa capsized and sank in mere minutes after setting sail, claiming the lives of over 50 people. For centuries, the ship lay on the seabed until it was finally located and salvaged in 1961. The recovery and preservation of the Vasa was a monumental feat of engineering and conservation. After decades of painstaking work, the ship was restored and put on display in the museum, where it stands today as a poignant reminder of both human ambition and the power of the sea. The museum also delves into the lives of the people who built and lost the ship. You can learn about the shipbuilders, soldiers, and ordinary citizens who were affected by Vasa's tragic fate. Even beyond the ship itself, the museum offers fascinating exhibits on maritime history, 17th century warfare, and the science of ship preservation. Whether you're a history buff, a science enthusiast, or simply someone who loves a good story, the Vasa Museum has something for everyone. The Atomium, Brussels, Belgium. The Atomium, Brussels' iconic landmark, and a symbol of the city's modern spirit. It's a fascinating structure, both visually stunning and steeped in history. Built in 1958 for the World's Fair, the Atomium represents an iron crystal, magnified 165 billion times. Its 9 interconnected spheres, clad in stainless steel, soar 102 meters above the city. Each sphere houses an exhibit space, with the highest offering panoramic views of Brussels. The central sphere holds a restaurant, perfect for a unique dining experience. The tubular connections between the spheres hold escalators and an elevator, allowing visitors to travel through the structure's futuristic interior. The Atomium isn't just a giant sculpture, it's a cultural hub. Temporary exhibitions on various themes are held throughout the year, showcasing art, science, and technology. The surrounding park is a popular spot for locals and tourists alike, offering green spaces, playgrounds, and cafes. The Atomium has become a symbol of Brussels' resilience and spirit of innovation. It survived a fire in 1967 and continues to be a beloved landmark, attracting visitors from all over the world. Charles Bridge, Czech Republic. Charles Bridge, this majestic medieval archway across the Vltava River in Prague, is more than just a bridge. It's a symbol of Czech history, culture, and beauty. Built in 1357 by Charles IV, Holy Roman Emperor and King of Bohemia, the bridge replaced the Judith Bridge destroyed by floods in 1342. Its construction took almost half a century, solidifying its place as a testament to human ingenuity and perseverance. Originally called Stone Bridge or Prague Bridge, it gained the moniker Charles Bridge in the 19th century. It has witnessed centuries of history, from the coronation processions of Bohemian kings to the turbulent events of the 20th century. The bridge is adorned with 30 Baroque statues lining both sides, each depicting a saint or religious figure. The most famous one is the statue of St. John of Nepomuk, a local martyr thrown from the bridge into the Vltava in 1393. Musicians, street performers, and artists add to the vibrant atmosphere, creating a unique spectacle for visitors. Be sure to stop and listen to the melancholic melodies of violinists or admire the intricate work of caricature artists. The White Tower, London, England. The White Tower. It's not just a tower, it's a symbol of London's history and power, standing tall and proud within the iconic Tower of London. Built in the 1080s by William the Conqueror, the White Tower was the first stone keep in England, showcasing Norman might and solidifying London as the center of power. Its thick walls and imposing height served as a defensive stronghold, while its grand interior housed royal apartments and a chapel. Over the centuries, the White Tower witnessed its fair share of drama. It served as a royal palace, a prison for notable figures like Anne Boleyn and Guy Fawkes, and even an armory. It endured attacks, fires, and transformations, adapting to changing times while remaining a constant presence in London's story. Today, the White Tower is a museum showcasing its own history and the broader story of England. Visitors can explore the medieval chambers, marvel at the Royal Armouries collection with its dazzling array of weapons and armor, and learn about the tower's role in English history through interactive exhibits and multimedia presentations. The Kremlin, Moscow, Russia. The Kremlin, a fortified complex in the heart of Moscow, is both a dazzling landmark and a powerful symbol of Russian history and politics. Built between the 14th and 17th centuries, the Kremlin's imposing red brick walls and 20 towers have witnessed centuries of change. It functioned as the residence of czars, the seat of the Soviet government, and now serves as the official residence of the Russian president. The architecture showcases a blend of Italian Renaissance and traditional Russian styles, with ornate churches, grand palaces, and hidden courtyards. Each structure within the complex tells a story, revealing layers of the Kremlin's rich and often tumultuous past. 5 magnificent palaces grace the Kremlin grounds. The Grand Kremlin Palace, once the home of Russian emperors, now hosts official ceremonies and receptions. The Armory Chamber displays a dazzling collection of imperial treasures, including Fabergé eggs and ancient weaponry. The Assumption Cathedral, crowned with gilded domes, was the coronation church of Russian Tsars and holds the tombs of many monarchs. Other cathedrals, like the Annunciation Cathedral and the Archangel Cathedral, offer stunning examples of medieval and Byzantine architecture. Stockholm City Hall, Sweden. Stockholm City Hall. This magnificent building on the eastern tip of Kungsholmen Island is not only a seat of local government, but also a captivating work of art and a significant piece of Swedish history. Designed by architect Ragnar Östberg and built between 1911 and 1923, the City Hall stands as a stunning example of national romanticism, an architectural style that blends elements of Nordic folklore, history, and fairy tales with traditional building techniques. Its red brick facade is adorned with intricate carvings depicting scenes from Swedish mythology and history, adding depth and character to the structure. The three golden crowns atop the 106-meter tower, the symbol of Sweden, gleam as a beacon over the city. The City Hall houses offices and conference rooms for Stockholm's Municipal Council, making it a functional workspace for local governance. However, its true magic lies in its ceremonial halls. The Blue Hall, adorned with 18 million gold mosaics, hosts the annual Nobel Prize Banquet, a glittering affair attended by world-renowned laureates and dignitaries. The Golden Hall, with its grand arches and intricate tapestries, serves as a venue for official receptions and other prestigious events. Leaning Tower of Garisenda, Bologna, Italy. The Leaning Tower of Garisenda, Bologna, Italy, is a fascinating piece of history with a unique tilt and a story that's as captivating as its angle. Standing at 48 meters, the Garisenda leans a notable 3 meters off center, making it even more tilted than the famous Tower of Pisa. This tilt has been present since its construction in the 12th century, likely due to unstable ground and structural flaws. Despite its precarious tilt, the Garisenda has stood for over 800 years, a testament to its sturdy construction and ongoing maintenance efforts. However, in October 2023, concerns about its stability led to the tower's closure to the public. The Garisenda is part of the Two Towers of Bologna, alongside the taller and more upright Asinelli Tower. Originally built for defensive purposes, the towers became symbols of the city and rivals in a medieval construction race. The Garisenda's history is intertwined with its sister tower. While the Asinelli remains open for visitors, offering stunning views of the city, the Garisenda's fate is still uncertain. The Royal Palace of Madrid, Spain. The Royal Palace of Madrid. This grandiose complex in the heart of Spain's capital holds centuries of history and splendor within its walls. The Royal Palace isn't just a museum, it's the official residence of the Spanish royal family, although they primarily reside in the Palacio de la Zarzuela on the outskirts of Madrid. However, it still serves as a venue for state ceremonies and official functions. Built in the 18th century on the site of the former Madrid Alcázar, The palace boasts awe-inspiring Baroque architecture. Its imposing facade overlooks the Plaza de Oriente, while its lavish interior features over 3,400 rooms adorned with priceless artworks, tapestries, and furnishings. Stepping inside the royal palace is like stepping back in time. The throne room, with its magnificent ceiling painted by Tiepolo, exudes an air of royal grandeur. The Hall of Halberdiers, once guarded by elite soldiers, now showcases intricate tapestries. The royal armory displays gleaming suits of armor worn by Spanish kings and knights, while the royal pharmacy presents a glimpse into historical medical practices with its collection of ancient apothecary jars and tools. Art lovers will be captivated by the Royal Picture Gallery, housing masterpieces by Goya, Velázquez, and other renowned Spanish artists. Each room within the palace tells a story, revealing the lives and tastes of Spanish monarchs over centuries. Place de la Concorde, Paris, France. The Place de la Concorde is a large public square in Paris, France. It is the largest square in Paris and the second largest square in France. The square is located in the 8th arrondissement of Paris, at the eastern end of the Champs-Élysées. The Place de la Concorde was built in the 1750s and was originally named Place Louis XV. The square was renamed Place de la Révolution during the French Revolution, when it was the site of many executions, including those of King Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette. After the Revolution, the square was renamed Place de la Concorde. The square is dominated by the Luxor obelisk, which was brought to Paris from Egypt in 1836. The obelisk is flanked by two fountains, the Fontaine des Mers and the Fontaine des Fleuves. The square is also home to the Palais de la Concorde, which houses the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The Place de la Concorde is a popular tourist destination and is often used for events such as concerts and demonstrations. The square is also a popular place for Parisians to relax and enjoy the sun. The Guinness Storehouse, Dublin, Ireland. The Guinness Storehouse. It's not just a place to grab a pint. It's a vibrant hub celebrating the rich history and enduring legacy of Ireland's iconic stout. Situated in the heart of Dublin's Liberties, the storehouse stands on the original site of the St James's Gate Brewery, established in 1759 by Arthur Guinness. This iconic building, shaped like a giant pint glass, is a testament to the brand's long-standing tradition and dedication to brewing excellence. While a complimentary pint at the Gravity Bar is a highlight, the storehouse offers much more than just a drink. 7 floors of interactive exhibits delve into the fascinating story of Guinness, from the brewing process and unique ingredients to the brand's global impact and cultural significance. You'll witness the craftsmanship behind each pour, learn about the iconic Guinness Toucan mascot, and even try your hand at pouring the perfect pint. The storehouse isn't just about history, it's a multi-sensory experience. Immerse yourself in the aroma of hops and barley, admire the intricate machinery of the brewery, and listen to stories of the characters who shaped the Guinness legacy. The Palace of Versailles, France. The Palace of Versailles, this opulent landmark, located just outside of Paris, is a dazzling symbol of French history, artistry, and sheer grandeur. Built in stages throughout the 17th and 18th centuries, Versailles was the brainchild of King Louis XIV, the Sun King. He envisioned it as a testament to his power and absolute monarchy, transforming a hunting lodge into a sprawling palace complex. The architecture is a masterpiece of Baroque style, with symmetrical layout, intricate details, and extensive gardens. The Hall of Mirrors, adorned with countless mirrored panels, is a breathtaking symbol of Versailles' opulence. Versailles wasn't just a place for lavish parties and royal indulgence, it was a bustling hub of political and social life. The king held court here, receiving dignitaries and conducting affairs of state. The palace housed thousands of courtiers, servants, and artists, creating a microcosm of French society. Explore the opulent state apartments where the king and queen lived and conducted business. Imagine the glittering balls and lavish feasts held in the grand apartments. Step into Marie Antoinette's charming Petit Trianon and discover her private retreat from court life. Sintra Pena National Palace, Portugal. The Pena National Palace in Sintra. This vibrant fairy tale-like castle perched atop a hill is a true gem of Portugal. Built in the 19th century by King Ferdinand II, the Pena Palace is a dazzling example of Romanticism. Its architecture blends Moorish, Gothic, and Manueline styles, resulting in a visually stunning and whimsical structure. The bright yellow walls, colorful towers, and ornate decorations create a sense of playful extravagance. Inside, the palace is just as captivating. Explore the lavish royal apartments, adorned with intricate tapestries, gilded furniture, and stunning views of the surrounding mountains. Each room tells a story of the Portuguese monarchy and their love for this enchanting retreat. The Pena Palace isn't just about its stunning architecture. It's surrounded by a breathtaking park. The Park of Pena, with its lush vegetation, winding paths, and hidden waterfalls, offers a serene escape and a chance to connect with nature. Discover hidden grottos, stroll through fragrant gardens, or simply relax on a sun-drenched meadow. The park is also home to a variety of exotic plants and trees, collected from around the world, adding to its unique charm. The Duomo, Milan, Italy. The Duomo of Milan. This magnificent cathedral, also known as the Metropolitan Cathedral Basilica of the Nativity of St. Mary, is a true masterpiece of Gothic architecture and a symbol of Milan's rich history and artistic heritage. The Duomo took nearly 6 centuries to complete, starting in 1386 and finally being finished in 1965. This long construction period resulted in a fascinating blend of architectural styles, from Gothic to neoclassical, creating a unique and visually stunning experience. The exterior is adorned with intricate carvings and sculptures, depicting biblical scenes, historical figures, and fantastical creatures. The iconic spires, including the Madonnina statue at the very top, pierce the sky, making the Duomo a prominent landmark visible from afar. Stepping inside the Duomo is like entering a world of light and wonder. The vast interior, with its soaring stained glass windows and towering columns, creates an atmosphere of awe and reverence. Explore the various chapels, each dedicated to a different saint or featuring unique artwork. Don't miss the golden mosaics in the apse, the intricately carved tombs of archbishops, and the stunning stained glass windows depicting biblical stories. For an even more breathtaking experience, climb the Duomo's rooftop. You'll be rewarded with panoramic views of Milan, the surrounding mountains, and the intricate details of the cathedral's exterior from up close. Hungarian Parliament Building, Hungary. The Hungarian Parliament Building, also known as the Országház, is a true crown jewel of Budapest and a landmark steeped in history and architectural brilliance. Situated on the banks of the Danube River, the Parliament Building dominates the Budapest skyline with its impressive neo-Gothic grandeur. Construction began in 1885 and took 21 years to complete, showcasing the dedication and artistry of its creators. Beyond its stunning facade, the building holds immense historical significance. It has witnessed pivotal moments in Hungarian history, from the collapse of the Austro-Hungarian Empire to the Hungarian Revolution of 1956. Today, it stands as a symbol of Hungary's democratic transition and resilience. The Parliament Building's architectural details are a sight to behold. The symmetrical facade boasts pointed arches, intricate stonework, and 90 statues depicting figures from Hungarian history. Gaze upwards to admire the dome, a Renaissance Revival masterpiece adorned with vibrant tiles. Inside, the building is equally awe-inspiring. Explore the opulent chambers, each decorated with Hungarian motifs and showcasing exquisite craftsmanship. The grand staircase, adorned with stained glass windows and paintings, is a particularly breathtaking sight. The Blarney Castle, County Cork, Ireland. Blarney Castle, this charming medieval stronghold in County Cork, Ireland, holds a unique combination of history, myth, and, of course, the legendary Blarney Stone. Built in the 15th century by Cormac McCarthy, Lord of Muskerry, Blarney Castle has witnessed centuries of Irish history. It served as a defensive stronghold, a family residence, and even a prison during the 17th century. The castle's name itself is shrouded in mystery. Some believe it comes from the Irish word blarna, meaning babbling, while others attribute it to a local stone called Blarney. The Blarney Castle's most celebrated feature is undoubtedly the Blarney Stone. Legend has it that kissing this upside-down stone embedded in the castle's battlements grants the gift of eloquence. While the truth behind the legend remains a mystery, the tradition of kissing the Blarney Stone has become a popular tourist attraction. Visitors brave the precarious climb to peck the stone, hoping to gain the gift of the gab. Blarney Castle offers more than just a legendary stone. Explore the castle's well-preserved areas, including the Great Hall, the McCarthy Tower, and the Poison Garden, a fascinating collection of plants with medicinal and toxic properties. The Glenfinnan Viaduct, Scotland. The Glenfinnan Viaduct, a majestic curved behemoth in the Scottish Highlands, is more than just a testament to engineering prowess. It's a landscape icon, a cinematic treasure, and a portal to a land steeped in history and romance. Built between 1897 and 1901, the Glenfinnan Viaduct stands tall over the River Finnan. showcasing the impressive skills of Victorian engineers. Its 21 semicircular arches stretch for 380 meters, carrying the West Highland Line across a dramatic valley. Constructed from mass concrete, a pioneering technique at the time, the viaduct has stood the test of time for over a century. Its curved design and sturdy construction make it a testament to the ingenuity and dedication of its builders. The Glenfinnan Viaduct is not just an engineering marvel. It's nestled within the stunning scenery of the West Highlands. Surrounded by rolling hills, lush valleys, and shimmering lochs, the viaduct offers breathtaking panoramic views. Take a moment to appreciate the beauty of the landscape as you witness the iconic Jacobite steam train, also known as the Hogwarts Express, chugging across the viaduct. This site, made famous by the Harry Potter films, adds a touch of magic to the atmosphere. Portmeirion, Gwynedd, Wales. Portmeirion, nestled on the north coast of Wales in Gwynedd, is more than just a village. It's a whimsical escape, an architect's dream, and a charming blend of Italianate-inspired architecture and stunning natural beauty. Created by visionary architect Sir Clough Williams-Ellis between 1925 and 1976, Portmeirion was his ambitious vision of an ideal Italianate village on the Welsh coast. Vividly colored pastel houses with arched windows and flower-filled balconies line the streets, creating a vibrant and whimsical atmosphere. Every detail, from the cobbled piazzas to the decorative ironwork and quirky sculptures, contributes to the unique charm of the village. Imagine strolling through this miniature Italy, feeling like you've stepped onto a movie set or into a children's storybook. Portmeirion isn't just a visual feast. It offers a variety of experiences. Explore the National Trust-owned Castel d'Udreth, a Victorian castellated folly transformed into a contemporary hotel. Relax by the waterfront and soak in the views of the Dwirrid estuary. Discover the hidden cove of the Cobb, home to the quirky shell house and offering a peaceful escape from the village bustle. Take a boat trip from the harbor to explore the surrounding coastline and uncover hidden bays and dramatic cliffs. The Dublin Castle, Dublin, Ireland. Dublin Castle, this iconic landmark in the heart of Dublin, has witnessed centuries of Irish history, served as a seat of power, and transformed into a cultural hub. First constructed as a Viking fortress in the 10th century, the castle evolved through the ages. The Normans built the imposing Great Hall in the 13th century, while later centuries saw additions like the state apartments, used by British viceroys. After Irish independence in 1922, the castle transitioned from a symbol of British rule to a center of Irish government. Today, it houses the offices of the President, the Chief Secretary, and various state departments. The castle isn't just about history and politics. It's a treasure trove of art and culture. Explore the opulent state apartments adorned with tapestries, portraits, and grand furnishings, offering a glimpse into the lives of past viceroys. Visit the Chester Beatty Library, housing an exceptional collection of rare manuscripts, artifacts, and artwork from across the world. Discover the Chapel Royal, a beautiful example of Gothic architecture. Or wander through the Dubh Linn Garden, a peaceful oasis in the heart of the city. Carcassonne Citadel, Carcassonne, France. The Carcassonne Citadel, also known as La Cité de Carcassonne, is a medieval town and fortress in the Occitanie region of southern France. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a prime example of how history, architecture, and atmosphere combine to create a truly captivating destination. Founded in the Gallo-Roman period, around 1st century BC, the Carcassonne Citadel boasts a rich and complex history. It has witnessed the rise and fall of empires, from the Visigoths to the Crusaders, and endured countless sieges and battles. The double ring of fortified walls, punctuated by 52 towers and imposing gates, is a tangible reminder of its defensive past. Explore the ramparts, stand atop the towers, and imagine knights and soldiers guarding the city centuries ago. In 1997, the Carcassonne Citadel earned its well-deserved place on the UNESCO World Heritage List. Its exceptional preservation, showcasing over 1,000 years of military architecture, has made it a global symbol of medieval fortification. The restoration efforts by the architect Eugène Viollet-le-Duc in the 19th century, while controversial for their romanticized approach, have undoubtedly contributed to the citadel's picturesque charm and popularity. Güell Park, Barcelona, Spain. Park Güell in Barcelona, Spain, is more than just a park. It's a whimsical wonderland of architectural delights and panoramic city views, dreamed up by the legendary Catalan architect Antoni Gaudí. The entrance staircase, known as the Monumental Stairway, is an explosion of colorful mosaic fragments, depicting scenes from mythology and nature. Keep an eye out for Gaudí's signature salamander, a symbol of good luck and regeneration. Gingerbread houses, the Hansel and Gretel-esque houses lining the park's central square, are covered in vibrant ceramic tiles and topped with whimsical chimneys. They were originally intended as private residences, but are now used as museums and shops. This undulating mosaic serpent bench snakes its way around the square, offering visitors a delightful spot to relax and soak in the panoramic views of Barcelona. Beneath the central square lies a colonnaded hall with 86 Doric columns, creating a mesmerizing forest-like atmosphere. Originally intended as a marketplace, it's now a popular spot for concerts and events. Park Güell sits atop Carmel Hill, offering breathtaking vistas of the city, the Mediterranean Sea, and the Tibidabo Mountain. Snap postcard-perfect photos, or simply bask in the panoramic glory. The White City, Santorini, Greece. The White City of Santorini, also known as Oia, is the crown jewel of the Cyclades Islands. It's a place where blinding white houses cascade down volcanic cliffs, the Aegean Sea shimmers like turquoise silk, and sunsets paint the sky in fiery hues. The most striking feature of Oia is undoubtedly its architecture. Traditional whitewashed houses, adorned with blue doors and windows, cling precariously to the cliffside, creating a picture-perfect scene. This iconic visual has earned Oia the nickname the White City and a well-deserved reputation as a photographer's paradise. Oia's beauty goes beyond its postcard-perfect exterior. Wander through labyrinthine streets, where shops overflow with locally made souvenirs and cafes spill onto sunny terraces. Enjoy fresh seafood at a cliffside tavern while you watch the sun melt into the sea. Explore hidden churches tucked away within whitewashed walls and discover the ruins of Byzantine castles that whisper tales of Santorini's ancient past. The Spanish Steps, Rome, Italy. The Spanish Steps, a legendary landmark that transcends mere stairs. They embody the elegance and history of Rome, offering iconic views and a captivating atmosphere. Built between 1723 and 1725, the Spanish Steps, or Scalinata della Trinità dei Monti in Italian, were commissioned by a French diplomat to connect the Piazza di Spagna at the base with the Trinità dei Monti church at the top. Their 135 steps, arranged in 3 terraces, climb a steep slope, creating a dramatic and elegant ascent. The wide balustrades are perfect for leisurely strolls, offering opportunities to admire the intricate detail of the travertine stonework and the decorative statues depicting mythical creatures and historical figures. The Spanish Steps are more than just a beautiful backdrop for photos. At the top, explore the Trinità dei Monti Church, known for its French Baroque architecture and stunning artworks. Wander through the adjacent Villa Medici, a French academy housing Renaissance gardens and sculptures. While sitting on the Spanish Steps is currently prohibited due to conservation efforts, you can still admire them from various vantage points. Walk up the stairs, taking in the panorama with each step, or relax on the Piazza di Spagna and soak in the ambiance.